Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unpacking something absolutely fascinating. It's a highly cinematic sci-fi scenario that's honestly going to test everything you think you know about our origins. It's called the Genesis Protocol.
So, what if Earth was never natural? Just think about that for a second. It's a simple question, but man, it carries enormous weight. Imagine discovering that our planet wasn't just the result of billions of years of random cosmic chance. Instead, what if our entire world is actually a giant, carefully constructed laboratory? It's a pretty wild, provocative premise, right? But entertaining this idea really forces us to look at our place in the universe with completely fresh eyes. Section 1. The Alien Experiment Hypothesis.
Okay, let's establish exactly what this mind-bending scenario actually entails. So the alien experiment proposes that Earth is a controlled environment, completely engineered by a highly advanced extraterrestrial civilization. Now, I want to be super clear right up front. This is a fictional thought experiment. We're not talking about established scientific fact here. But exploring this specific what-if is an incredible tool. It strips away all our everyday assumptions and forces us to ask some really deep, fundamental questions about what humanity might actually be, and honestly, how much we truly understand about the cosmos around us.
Section 2. Designing Planet Earth. Let's just try to imagine the sheer scale of engineering it would take to craft an entire world. First up, you'd have to design perfectly balanced oceans and land masses to create a life-sustaining biosphere. Next, you'd introduce complex, self-sustaining plants and animals totally from scratch. And finally, the most critical phase, integrating humans into the ecosystem as the ultimate test subjects. In this scenario, an advanced alien civilization carefully orchestrates literally every single detail over millennia. We basically become variables in this magnificent galaxy-sized petri dish.
Section 3. Clues and silent observers. Now, if we were actually living inside a grand experiment, we probably wouldn't be totally in the dark forever. Eventually, we'd start noticing anomalies poking through the fabric of our reality. Humanity might start picking up on mysterious space signals that follow non-random, clearly engineered patterns. Or we could detect strange events that completely defy our current laws of physics. Or maybe dig up bizarre archaeological discoveries that totally contradict our accepted historical timelines. Basically, our brightest scientists would just keep hitting these weird, unexplainable dead ends.
And, well, any good scientist monitors their experiment, right? The source material presents this chilling idea that silent, invisible observation satellites might be hanging right above us right now. They could be watching our progress, monitoring our wars, cataloging our technological discoveries, and the rise and fall of our civilizations, all without ever interfering directly. We'd just be an ongoing dataset playing out for an incredibly advanced, unseen audience. It's kind of spooky when you think about it.
Section 4. Humanity's Search for Truth.
Once those clues become undeniable, the entire paradigm of human existence shifts. We'd go from being passive test subjects to active investigators. Scientists wouldn't just panic, they would enact a rigorous, global action plan. They'd launch a massive search for definitive evidence, aggressively study any mysterious objects left behind, pool global resources to build unimaginably powerful space telescopes to look for those observers, and ultimately, they'd try to communicate with whoever is playing the strings. It would literally trigger the most focused, unified scientific endeavor in human history.
But while the scientists get to work, the societal fallout would be absolutely staggering. The realization of our true origins would trigger an existential earthquake. We're talking massive, immediate changes in science, religion, and philosophy. It would essentially rewrite every textbook overnight. Now, this profound realization has the potential for incredible good, maybe uniting the globe in unprecedented cooperation since we'd all share this new reality. But on the flip side, there is a massive risk of widespread societal panic and a total breakdown of order. It forces entirely new existential questions about human purpose that our cultures are just fundamentally unprepared for.
Section 5. Weighing Risks and Rewards. So the crucial point here is carefully balancing these ultimate outcomes. On the advantages side, we stand to gain incredible new knowledge, potential access to highly advanced alien tech, a true understanding of how the universe actually operates, and the chance to finally unite globally. But wow, the risks are profound. Immense fear and panic, deep political and cultural conflict over how to handle the revelation, and the terrifying possibility of becoming completely dependent on alien knowledge. And the biggest underlying danger? Misunderstanding our creators' true intentions. Are we a successful project they intend to nurture, or a failed test they're getting ready to discard?
Section 6. When the experiment ends.
Because, every scientific experiment, no matter how grand, has to eventually reach a conclusion. The data is gathered and the project closes. Which brings us to the absolute most unsettling part of this mystery. There are a few possible outcomes when the timer finally runs out. 1. The aliens break their silence and finally make contact. 2. The creators simply pack up their invisible satellites and leave forever, just abandoning us to our own devices. Or 3, they decide it's time to hit the reset button, wiping the slate completely clean so a brand new experiment can begin. We really have to wonder how humanity could possibly prepare to handle any of those scenarios.
Ultimately, entertaining this mystery offers a completely different view of reality, life, and our place in the universe. Whether this scenario holds any truth or not, and remember, we are just exploring a sci-fi thought experiment here, it definitely pushes us out of our comfortable earthly bubble. It forces us to rethink our actual place in the cosmos and encourages a much deeper curiosity about science, space, and human existence as a whole. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a monumental question. The Genesis Protocol is a captivating story, an absolute masterclass in what if, but the real universe we live in is vast, mostly unexplored, and undeniably full of genuine mysteries just waiting to be discovered. So, if we aren't a carefully engineered alien experiment, what is our true purpose in the universe? Think about that the next time you look up at the stars. Thanks so much for joining me on this incredible journey.